edition of Patdees podcast. I don't know if they still call it a podcast. If it's not on radio, it's on YouTube. But basically, I've always wanted to kind of do one of these just to chat with everybody, but not have to worry about the camera at times, or not have to worry about my hair looks, or if I'm smiling enough, or if I'm putting my glasses on or off, and just chat openly with everybody. So I appreciate everyone that's stopped by. I'll interact with the chat if you guys want to, talk and stuff like that. That's fine, and I'll highlight it. Victoria, hey Pat, and everyone else, welcome. Landshark Picker, thank you. First, not first. You're first or you're not first. Hey, Stuff from Sally, thank you for stopping by. Basically, this will be, Patdees, basically, but without the camera, but a little bit more talking about not just reselling, but really talking about anything. I have always listened to here in Pennsylvania, when I grew up in the Lehigh Valley, New Jersey 101.5, and I've always enjoyed talk radio and talking about things, but sometimes it's not as easy to do on a live camera as it is doing it in this format. So I want to welcome everybody. Thank you. Let me say, hey, John Jones. Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you? Cliff from Canada. I'll still be interacting with you guys. I appreciate it. You can see I made changed the avatar in the middle there, and but this will be kind of not just again about reselling. I want to kind of talk about anything. You're never welcome me. You never welcome me. I welcome you all the time. You just you want me to Tiny. You want me to answer you right away at 1:30 in the morning, and you tell me to go to bed. After dark with Patdees. Yeah, well, Patdees is, if I could do this all the time. Like I said, I just like the ability to not have to worry about looking at the camera. I can just talk with you guys, and I may invite guests on that maybe also are in the same mood, that maybe just don't want to go on camera, but maybe they're laying in bed and they just want to come on and chit chat with me. It is hard this way, talking to yourself, because you don't get that interaction with a person. So, but hey, Jennifer Hayes, how are you? Myra, how are you? Myra, you caught me the other day. I forgot your name for about 5 seconds there. Thank you guys for stopping in. Anyone doesn't know, I'm here in the Poconos in Pennsylvania, and talking about opening up 24 counties, but our area not really quite yet, so not sure. I know where you guys are from, but obviously this has impacted the world, that we are in a global recession, and people just can't sit still. So they are protesting, wanting to come out and stuff. I saw. I want to share this with you guys today. We got 18 people in here. I don't know how long I'll go. It's the only thing is I got to kind of pace myself talking. I want to show you guys. Hold on a second. Share this with you guys. This is so funny. I found this today, and
Grandma Sandy.
You guys saw this at all yet?
I've seen this done a couple of times on a couple of different videos, and I'm not quite sure this is real, and I just want to see what's up.
Well, as many of you already know, she's about to find out it is indeed very, very real. Well, indeed. You can feel the tension mounting. And as the great Tony Romo would say, here we go, Jim. And that's when Grandma Sandy realized it would be like to work in the adult entertainment industry. Grandma Sandy, legend.
Oh, geez, the stuff that we sometimes can find online and stuff, but I loved it.
This is how the matchbox scam
works. People are losing
what's
good
that?
money playing this game.
Hold
but
on.
The whole thing is a scam, and I'm
You know what? Let's
scam right now.
The matchbox scam. What is this?
It's usually some guy on the street who's got 3 matchboxes
Hold on.
in front of him, and he's like, "Do you want to play a game?" And people say, "Well, what's the game?"
This
What
guy's
is
been
it?
popping
And
up on Facebook here. So what the heck? We might as well show it.
That has matches in it. But the matchbox on this side,
this guy kind of shows you some of the tricks to
no matches. He says
what's going on in some of the games that came up on my next Facebook. So what the hell? We might as well show it.
So you've got some money. Maybe we'll start playing for $20. And he says you don't have to play if you don't want. First, let me mix them up and see if you can follow. So he might do something like this, and you try to follow also. And then he would say, okay, do you want to bet? And you say, well, that's easy. I'm going to bet on this one here. And he says, no, that was wrong. It wasn't there. It was the one on the side.
I've been watching this guy. He shows how to play the games and basically how a scam they are. This, I wasn't going to show this, but this came up as I wasn't quick enough to kind of close it off. So what the hell? Might as well show you guys. Again, this is, these type of podcasts will be a little bit spontaneous. And, we talk about almost anything.
Right? And he says, are you sure you want to bet? So you bet $100 or whatever you bet. And
hey,
he
Nate.
Says, no, it wasn't in the middle, it wasn't here, it was over here. And basically, you always get it wrong. Sometimes the guy, he'll take it a step further. He'll say, let's play with just 2 things of matches, right? So they start over here, right? They're going to start over here. Switch. Now where are they? And you go, well, he switched them twice. It's got to be back over there. And so you bet whatever on there, but you're just wrong. And now he's taking your money to wherever because the matches are over here. Don't play this game. And now I'm gonna teach you the secret and what to do if you ever see the game. It looks like it's being played with 3 boxes of matches. But I'll say something is not normal about the matches. And you know this because when he's doing the thing, there's always going to be a rule that you're not allowed to touch the matches. For most people, they think, well, I'm sure he's got some good reason for it, but it's not a good reason. The reason is this guy is scamming you. It's not like casinos where you can't touch the cards. In a casino, you can't touch the card because the casino doesn't want you to cheat. But in this game, if you see this being played on the corner, the cheater doesn't want you to touch the matchboxes because then that will reveal the way that he is cheating. The truth of this game is this. There's matches, and there's matches, and there's matches. But if you shake the boxes a different way, you get a different result, right? Because there's a long way to shake them, and there's a short way. And listen to what happens when you shake the short way. Almost nothing. You can barely hear it, right? And then if you use this technique, you can make it seem like any box has matches in it or any box doesn't. Okay, that's kind of true. But look at this. Here's the truth of what's really happening. The truth is there's no matches in any of the box, right? But if they bet on the one, then you can make it seem like there's matches in there. Maybe you figured it out now. That's important because let's say someone else, one of the guys shills, who's walking away with money.
Well, I've never seen this
someone else,
trick, but I mean, I've played the carnival games where they've had to cover the circle.
And now he needs to make it seem like there's matches in there. So he says, oh, you win. Here's your 100 back. Here's 100 from me. And he represents that even though there are no matches in the box. So what's the secret to the game? The secret to the game is what the guy is wearing. And I'm wearing it now. Can you tell? By now, maybe you can tell. What can I be wearing that can make that possible? It's not that hard to do. This is the secret. This is not a usual box of matches. Some people might do another one, but because I'm wearing 2 layers of sleeves, I wanted to protect myself. What I did, I put matches and paper clips in there, Also, this box, I picked a box that was bigger than a matchbox. That would mean it's really loud. Now, when I do it this way, you can hear how loud it is, but when I have it covering up my sleeve, that's it. Whichever box they pick, you just
Hey, Patricia, thank you for stopping.
Box on your wrist. And whichever box they don't pick,
hello,
you shake it with the hand.
Veronica, right?
Extra box on your wrist, and that way you can make it seem like they always pick the wrong box. So if you see one of these games being played on the street, here's what you do. You don't play. You don't want to go up to them and say you're lying. You don't want to say I've seen that on the internet.
Okay, we've seen enough of that to kind of get what the guy was talking about with the scam. I was showing you guys that TikTok video with the lady with the soda all over. So, and that came up. So I was interested in this. I never saw the matchbox or trick and stuff like that. But again, thank you guys for stopping in. There's 24 of you guys can give me the thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. How is everybody doing tonight? Like I said, I just kind of want to do a podcast without having to worry about the camera, not having to worry about drinking, not have to worry about smiling, not to worry about anything. Just be able to come on and chat with you guys and see how everybody is doing. Probably like to do a couple of these, maybe 2 or 3 times a month, and invite people that we can get conversation on. Everybody in the chat, why don't you put what state you guys are from? I mean, I know many of you guys, you know, Myra, I know, is from Florida. Cherry Picker, she's from Colorado. I'm from Pennsylvania here. Are you guys getting out and about? You don't have to wear pants. Yeah, I don't have to wear. I'm wearing pants though, Joe. I am wearing pants. Yeah, Craig, you're always from the state of confusion and stuff like that. I know. I don't. John Jones. Oh, Thomas. See, that's what's. You know, a lot of times you get lurkers in, but you don't know where people are. Hello from Australia. Thank you. Now, and let me ask you, in Australia, are you guys on lockdown, or are you having to? Amish Flipper, of course, in Lancaster, staying home. I've been going out. If anyone doesn't know, I do Instacart grocery delivery and as a side gig, and you know, I do Amazon and eBay. Hey, Tommy, what's up, buddy? It's funny, I could see Tommy's hey there on YouTube, but it's not popped up. Oh, there it is, popped up on StreamYard yet. So there's it's funny because usually on StreamYard you see it first. Oh, Jennifer, you're from Delaware. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You're not home. And Patty Fish, you're staying at home. I know there's a lot of controversy right now. What's going on with people having to stay at home or not work and stuff like that? I think something like 30 million people now have applied for unemployment. People are getting restless though, and they're not used to staying home and stuff like that, and they want to be working. For the most part, the people that like to get out there and work or don't like sitting at home. Now, I was out today. I went and bought a new Cub Cadet tractor, and I am going to probably do a review on it and stuff like that. I haven't done much videos in a while, just for several reasons, because I've been busy with doing Instacart, doing eBay, doing Amazon, and just kind of trying to straighten up things around the house. And Uncle B's old school flips. Hey, welcome. Uncle B. What state are you from? And Comps 101 says, hello, Uncle B. Thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate it. What is Instacart? Instacart is basically a grocery delivery service. Oh, Colorado too. Basically, customers go on their phone app and they order groceries, and I deliver them to their house. And it's a great part-time gig that people do it full-time. My older son right now was in between jobs. He used to work at Home Depot for 6 years actually, and he left because he thought he saw a brighter, better opportunity at True Value, and called off twice and got fired. And I told him, I said, don't leave. You got good benefits. You got, you're close to work. Don't do it. And well, he got fired. So he has been doing Instacart and Shipt and stuff in between. And now with, the COVID-19 and the change with jobs, it's going to be kind of hard finding a full-time job right now when their people are unemployed or laying people off. Yes, Jill, I do the shopping also. They do have once in a while where you can just stop and pick up groceries and just grab the bags, but that's very few. And those cases, they have in-store shoppers that kind of get it ready. But I've only done maybe 3 of those out of several hundred deliveries that I've done. Now, let me ask you, everybody in here are they resellers? I mean, that's common that I guess my channel is known for being a reseller, and I kind of want to get in the future. I mean, there's times that maybe I will talk about politics some because it does play a part of our life. And hey, Steven's from Pennsylvania. I want to basically have good, healthy, open discussion and talk with people, what you think is going on. I mean, we basically, I mean, this is an election year. It's gonna, it looks like, obviously it's Trump versus Biden, but who knows what's coming along the way. Hey, Aaron, good evening. Thanks for stopping. I appreciate you stopping. Aaron was going to come on the show last week when we were doing the live. Aaron, in case you're confused, why is Patdees' camera off? I want to do this once in a while, basically, where I can sit back and not have to worry about, my hair. Don't have to worry about what I'm doing. If I'm sitting eating, I'm like right now, I got strawberries here. I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry that, oh, Pat, what are you eating? I don't have to worry about my glasses and stuff like that. And just kind of have an open discussion. But I will invite people, honestly, that maybe want to come on, excuse me, and just kind of talk things. Now, that'll be a little tricky because I don't expect them to turn their camera on. But if anybody watched the show last week, we had one person trying to come in that wouldn't turn the camera on, and we didn't let him on. And we had another young man I let on that kind of played a little bit of a trick on me that I didn't catch at first. But I had my finger ready to boot him, and he kind of basically went out himself. So that's all right. But I went back and watched and I shout by the name that he typed, and he actually played games like Fortnite, whatever it was, with my son online like 2 or 3 years ago. My son told him I was going live, and he decided to come on and try to be a little bit of an ass clown. And I kind of put a stop to that. And so I didn't think he was going to get as much attention as he did. Hey, Heather, thank you for stopping. If anybody, I hate that. I don't know why they took away the 3 dots, because even when you want to check a channel, you can't. Heather, that's a beautiful profile pic. I love it. Beautiful. So thank you. Yes, even Jill just, hi, pretty Heather. That's right. And Heather's been on my show. I think she told me I think I was the first person to interview her, and she's got a big. That's what I don't like now. You guys can't go and check out the channel. You can't hit the 3 dots. It's kind of, it sucks, frankly, because sometimes when you see people talking in the chat, or you want to know what they do, and yeah, hey, Aaron, thank you. I mean, it takes a certain momentum, and to be honest, it'll be nice because I'll have things to reference and stuff like that. And I'll still want to eventually invite a guest, 1 or 2, to kind of come on and talk, and because it's always healthy when you can bounce things off one another and stuff like that. Is everybody? Is anybody? Are we all resellers? Is anybody unemployed that have lost their job and at home collecting? And what are you doing with the time? I mean, I know I've been busy, honestly, with Amazon, which I'm going to do a series in the future on. I haven't talked much about it. I'm glad I'm as busy as I am, because it's always nice to stay busy. And it kind of, I'm the type of personality that it seems to motivate me more when I'm busier, that I don't get, you just drive yourself to, you like the money that's coming in, and you want to keep doing a good job. And not sometimes when you're slower, it's hard to kind of pick yourself up and wanting to do that to keep yourself busy. I'm not sure if you know what I mean, but I'm doing a bunch of things outside. Even, I bought a new Cub Cadet, I mentioned. I haven't been playing games as much of a distraction as they might be. I don't want to be slack. Yeah, I don't. Are you talking about like? Yeah, I don't play games. I used to play. Hey, well, Patty, thanks for telling us that, because it's nice to know what the audience is and who they are. And these are crazy, strange times in the world today, and I really appreciate, we got 28 people willing to listen tonight to Patdees, and I appreciate that. And, it's nice because you can even, you don't have to worry about even watching the camera the whole time. It truly is me. I still am sitting here with my backdrop, but I don't have to worry about that stuff tonight. So if you guys are walking around the house and just relaxing and listening, and you're not missing nothing on the camera. And I am it's nice. I'm finally at a point right now. I'm kind of putting some plans together to kind of get some things straight in my life and my house. And it's nice going out in the grass. Yeah, exactly. I get that. The prices at the online auction are going crazy. Hey, Tommy, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. And Patty Fish, thank you, honey. I appreciate that. Smash the thumbs up for Patdees radio voice. I don't know. Is it? I'm not talking. I mean, I can. It's funny that you say that, because when I have to talk in a sense professional, or when I had to talk to employees. If anybody doesn't know, I used to be in the restaurant business, and I had over 17 years, 800 employees. So I know how to. I had 4 restaurants, and I know how to employees. And sometimes the employees be like, "Boy, can he talk?" Because once in a while we'd have meetings, and we'd have to talk to people and kind of go over things and really focus on what was going on. So. I appreciate that. And Tommy, it's nice seeing you. If anyone, I love to say, I don't even know how to recommend channels right now no more. It used to be, hey, go check out like the Bargain Effect and clicked on 3 dots, but I don't know if you can't even copy and paste. I know the other day when I was on a channel that there was a troll in there, and I was trying to copy and paste, and I couldn't even tell if they had a real channel or not. So I don't know why they took away the 3 dots. It's silly, because we should be networking and kind of reaching out to one another. Not everybody wants to do YouTube at the same level, obviously, and you have to have so many to be monetized and stuff, and I get that. But Victoria's telling us she was Victoria, I was in a goody mood yesterday. Oh, Victoria, do you want my numbers? Hold on, let me type them in the chat. Hey, hold on a second. I see someone I recognize, but let me give Victoria my numbers. There's my numbers. Kimmy, do you want the link to come on? You don't have to show yourself. You want to be a first on. You don't have to turn your camera on, and you want to be a first guest on Patdees' podcast. Basically, I trust you because obviously we're friends, and we've done shows. If you want to come on and just chat, you don't have to worry about your hair tomorrow, and we could just chat. You can come on even if you want to come on for 10 minutes, and we'll chat, see what's going on. I know me and Kimmy haven't done a show together in 6 months, and one thing with this, and you can keep your camera off, and we can chat and kind of update. Let us know what's going on in your neck of the woods in Colorado. So maybe we can get the audience to kind of say, "Come on, Kimmy. Come on, Kimmy." Kimmy. Don't ignore me now, Kimmy. She's getting all kinds of smoochies and love from everybody. Yeah, see, even Tommy says, do it. Come on. You can do it. I trust you. You were my first wrench. So you want I'll post the link there. And Kimmy, here, let me post the link there. You don't have to come on, and this is great because even if again, women with their hair, come on the channel, and we can chat, and again, just kind of let the audience know what's going on in your life, what you want to share, and how things are in Colorado, and then I could take a breath here. Because Patdees can talk, but sometimes he still needs to take a soda break. Let's see if she'll do it. I'm not sure. this will be our first. This will be our first in 6 months. Oh no. Okay, she's gonna come by. Great. I appreciate that. No, me and Donna actually are very good friends. I've talked to her on the phone, and it's just playful banter. Um, so look, life is short. I don't get upset really for almost nothing. Um, it's just not worth it, you know. And I want to have a good time and meet new people and talk. And all right, she's gonna come on. So she sees the link there. I appreciate it. And this is my first podcast. And you know what? Again, this is great. And this will basically in the future, people that want to come on and don't want to turn on their camera, if basically maybe I could set something up through Instagram through a private message. If I give them a code, they would put that code as part of their name or something like that before they would come in, so that I would know it's them. But it's nice because not everybody is YouTube wants to kind of be on camera. I mean, me and Jennifer Hayes play back and forth a lot and talk and stuff, and maybe she can come on one day and we can chat and get to know maybe some of our viewers that don't want to go on camera for maybe different reasons. Maybe they got 2 ears or 3 ears or 4 ears or 2 eyes, or maybe they got a bull ring in their nose. Who knows? There's people are strange sometimes. So she's gonna come on. I appreciate it. She's gonna go do get some tea and go potty. She says. I don't know if I was supposed to mention that or not. Hey, Tommy, where is Destiny tonight? Hey, Chris the Goose. What's up, buddy? How are you? Welcome. This is a Patdees podcast. This is one of those things that we don't have to worry about what our hair looks like, if we're drinking, if we're eating, if we're not in a happy mood, we're not smiling all the way. I want to do these once in a while, and I want to talk about other things. I don't, besides reselling, and I hope that people are get interested in it, and I'll do it once in a while. And and I'll be honest. Usually, I don't talk politics, but sometimes I will. And it's up to the people who come on and who want to listen to it if they want to. It is going to be something this year. Sorry, I have a face for lives only. Wow. There you go. Beautiful. Oh, she was just on with Alex. Okay. Okay. I hear you. This is going to be an interesting year. I mean, this is everybody's going to talk about it. I mean, the kids that graduated this year, they had an easy. I mean, some of them will say, it wasn't that easy. I mean, I remember one year having 14, not in my personal life, but I remember the one year the kids in our area had 14 days off for snow. I mean, school in our area stopped in March and never went back. And in some ways, they're not even sure what's going to happen in September. I mean, it's all kind of played by, what's going to happen. Who knows? I mean, my son, Big Red, graduated last year, and I'm kind of glad he did because, I always took pride. Unfortunately, I didn't graduate high school. I got my GED when I was 18, but I never had the opportunity. I mean, I was a young father. I was a father at 17 years old. I quit school in 10th grade, and I got my GED when I was 18. Did it really make a difference in my personal life as far as jobs? No. I wish I would have had parents or people that would have talked to me when I was younger to realize how important education is. Yes, I saw that. Yep. Casual flipper. Yep. I saw that. No costume, makeup, hairspray, podcast way easier on the preparation side. Yeah, exactly. So I wonder, Goose, if when you're not on a live, is your voice different than so when you would be on a podcast? In other words, is your voice fake when you're live? Yeah, yeah. You guys must be thinking I'm sitting here without my teeth. Is that what it is? Oh, that's funny. Yeah, yeah. It was our area in New York. I'm about an hour and 15 minutes west of New York City, and I guess from what I understand, the last numbers was 13,000 people. No, that's the real voice. Okay, so you don't have to switch it up. I tell you, I listen to sometimes when I'm driving in the car. I listen to Rush Limbaugh. I wasn't always a big fan of him, but I'm always a big fan, to be honest, of anybody that can open up somebody's mind about learning and really a difference of opinion. I may not always agree with them, but I always think it's important to kind of look at both sides, not always assume that one side is right and the other side is wrong. Sometimes get you thinking about really both sides. So we're still waiting for Kimmy. She's not back. I don't see her avatar in the back yet. So she's getting tea, and she'll be coming on. But any plans? And you guys want to mention any plans you got for tomorrow? I have basically cleaning up in the yard again. Working. I got to work on my garage. I've noticed though. Okay, she's having mic issues. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. She'll come on talking like this. Hello, guys. Hi. Oh, yeah. I gotta do some but I've noticed one thing. Oh, cooking chicken and sausage combo. I've noticed that now that things, and me and Goose talked about it last week, that it's slowing down some on Amazon. So I'm not sure how long that's going to last, or if we're going to get a next wave. Not sure. I am organizing Christmas decoration. Myra, why are you organizing Christmas decorations so early? Are you trying to copycat Patdees? I have a Christmas tree up year round, and basically I've invited the viewers and other YouTubers to send decorations in, and I haven't stayed up to date on that. And you guys, if you could share this out with your friends, I'd appreciate it. I want to constantly keep growing the channel. It's been a slow grind. It doesn't seem like you put much content out there. You kind of get stuck at what you're doing. Still kind of waiting for that. Some of the videos I've been doing, it's my most popular video. It's and I'm not giving up on YouTube, but my most popular video actually, and it consistently gets views every day, is the Paul Jr. Designs Tour. So that's one of the things I want to be Patdees, the traveling picker, and feature different places, that I can showcase that, are unique, that maybe somebody, like Myra living in Florida would never get out and come and see, but, she would, like, oh, that's cool, and want to see it and follow, like, Paul Jr. If anyone wants to follow the Tuttles, that, yeah, it's funny. You just made me think of something. How's that going to work at Christmas time when the kids have to line up and sit in Santa's lap? What's the six? Is there going to be like a real Santa there, and there'll be like a wooden lap 6 feet away? How's that going to work out? So we better have this all fixed before. Santa can't be out of business. Santa needs to be in business. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping, actually, I want to do something in the future. Nate's busted my chops, called me Santa D's, and part of my success, especially the last 2 months, I've always felt the need to give back, and part of my fun has been occasionally paying for some people's stuff in line at the grocery store. And people are like, oh my God, like one lady goes to me, oh my God, my husband. I said, don't tell him. And so it's always nice to give back. Oh yeah, here is one of Santa's helpers. He's actually listening. I mentioned him, and there he is listening. So he's also concerned too. So I don't know how that's going to work out. There's going to be a new format. Basically, maybe they'll have the real Santa, and then they'll have some sort of screen. It'll make it look like he's sitting on his lap. He's not really sitting on it. I mean, maybe that, you know. So, hey, Barry, I appreciate you guys. Your husband is Santa Claus? See, Barry is always listening. So I'm not sure where Kimmy is yet, if she's still having problems. Kimmy, do you have the link? Or did you need me to put the link back in there? See what happens when you take off 6 months? You're not sure how the mic works. So, guys, I really do appreciate you coming in. This is a test. I'm gonna keep doing them. I'm not gonna give up on YouTube. Actually, Myra too. Kimmy needs more fiber, maybe. John Jones, behave yourself. John Jones, we got to know, is that you in the profile pic? That seems like a 50s type. Until now, I had to just worry about catching the flu and lice, or a little kid peeing on your lap, right? Come on, Barry, tell me the truth. How many kids have peed on your lap? I don't know if you guys watched. The movie. I think it was Jackass, where they set the little kid and they make him go and pretend like he peed on his lap, and then like they had the camera and he's like the guy, like the Santa's like pissed. I look just like that except for the hat and the face. Oh, so you have the glasses? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Kimmy's not here yet, but this guy, I've been wanting him to come on the show sometimes, and hold on a second.
That's right. You're damn right I did that. 8 down. 8 profiles. You hear him? You hear him? He's trying to talk smack on me and Cletus. What are you talking about? That was the highlight of the show. You got a little haywire. I'm not going to let somebody take me out like that. Not going to happen. I'm never going away, Patdees. Matter of fact, this show's going to go into watching Patdees. We're going to watch Patdees videos. We're going to make fun of them the whole damn time.
You're going to make fun of me the whole damn time. Well, Jason Stanek, if you're watching or listening, keep watching Patdees videos. I appreciate it. And give me thumbs up. Kimmy, are you out there? Kimmy, Colorado crazy. What's going on? I don't know if anyone knows how that kind of came about. That he was on my show, and he was always kind of busting my chops, and we were bantering back and forth when I would go on his show, and I would tell people to give thumbs up. And he decided sometimes if I overtalked him to, he called it mute and boot. So basically, he came on my show one day, and when he was acting up or something, like kind of just being a clown, and people were asking him, "Are you going to go live in the chat?" He's like, "No, I'm not going live." And he wasn't. He was serious about not doing a show that night. So he got talking. Him and John were bantering back and forth. I'm like, oh, they're kind of taking over the show. So I'm gonna guess what? Patdees is gonna boom, and within like 2 minutes, he decided to go live. So I had made up that clip from that, and when I had done the Christmas special and stuff like that. So I always I had the opportunity to actually meet Jason in person, and even though he's got a wacky personality that comes across on YouTube, he's a hell of a guy. I consider him a friend. And that's the thing. We can be friends even though we don't agree on everything. We can be friends even if people have different styles of doing things. We can be friends if you like the smoke and I don't like the smoke. We can be friends if you vote for Hillary and I didn't vote for. It doesn't matter. That stuff doesn't matter to me. Just because we're different or have different opinions about things in life, we can still be friends. And that's always kind of been, I've always wanted to make this a positive experience, and meeting got to connect. Here she is. She's coming close. She's getting close, folks. Phew. Here she is, the countdown. She's coming on. Okay, Patty Fish, thank you for stopping. I appreciate it. If you guys are watching this on the replay, or actually get what, there's not much to watch. I don't know how you guys like my avatar or not. I made up. Actually, my son, Big Red, helps with the graphics. I just tell him what to do. So people are saying bye to you, Patty. Jennifer's showing some love. So I'm excited to have actually Kimmy come on. She called me actually a little bit ago and out of the blue, and I was kind of hoping she'd say, hey, you want to go live? But she didn't mention it. I told her I was going to go live, and I kind of put her on the spot tonight and said, hey, you want to come on and say hello since she was in here? Why not? And again, if her hair's messy, who cares? No one, if she doesn't turn on the camera, nobody's going to see it. It's not going to matter. I don't know if anybody here, what are you guys missing on that you like to do normally? Like go to the movies. Me and my wife, when we were driving around today doing errands, I said, oh man, I can't wait to go to Texas Roadhouse. Just to sit down and have a love steak. Now we did have my youngest son, Big Red, who still lives at home, bought a grill and put it together and made fresh hamburgers and stuff. So that was great. But it's just so strange. I mean, even they're doing, I don't know what they're doing in your state, but they're talking like we're in a red zone or whatever, red, and then they're going to go yellow. And then they're going to go green, but they're talking like not opening the movie theaters for months. I don't know why can't, I guess they talk about the air conditioning. Here she is. There she is. Now your mic is muted. This is a podcast, Kimmy. We need to hear you. We don't need to see you.
I pulled a rookie move by having my other chat still up.
That's all right. How are you?
I'm all right. I was all pointing with my finger up to show you that I needed just a second. Yeah, you can't see me.
No, I didn't see that, but I appreciate you stopping in. And once in a while to do something like this, it's nice because again, if you're not looking the normal pretty and there's a different dark side of Kimmy, it doesn't matter. your camera's not on.
Dark side.
Yeah, well, there's always a dark side to some of us, right?
Yeah, you don't know the struggle of being a female content creator. You could just wake up, roll over, and start going live. Us girls, we need a couple minutes at least.
Yeah, but I also can't make videos of me in bikinis and get like 2,000 comments about how good I look. I get 63-year-old.
I gotta update that video because I've been doing yoga. Just saying.
I get 63-year-old women that like, oh Pat, that's a great find at the Salvation Army.
How do I sound, everybody? Because I'm using my new microphone.
No, I think you sound fine.
All right, that's good.
And Aaron, Pat's hair and makeup. Yeah, exactly. We don't have those professional picks like Landshark Picker here.
What up, Craig? Hey, do you mind if I tell some people?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Say hi.
What's up? All right, I see Craig. What's up, Landshark? Hello, Aaron. Jennifer Hayes. Hi, sweet. Y'all, she's an amazing moderator and friend. I love you, Jennifer. Chris the Goose. What's up, sir?
Did you see what Tommy just said?
Maybe you should try. Oh, are you gonna try to do that? You're gonna take
no. 275 pounds in a bikini doesn't look that much attractive.
What's up, Tommy the Bargain Effect? I see Thrifty Santa, Jill, Uncle B's old school flips. He lives here in Colorado, which is pretty cool. I'm sure I will eventually meet him at some point. Yeah, representing Colorado. What's up, Steven? Steven, you always say such nice things on my videos. I appreciate it. This is weird. I keep thinking y'all can see me. I'm like,
Oh, I know.
It's strange.
It will be an adjustment, but it's nice because I keep kind of catching myself wanting to take off my shirt, and I'm like, I can't if the camera's not on. Because
me too. Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah, knowing your luck though, you accidentally bumped and whoops.
I would
and then
too.
you'd be like, Pat, I'm going away for another.
I mean, really, do you remember the live where apparently all of YouTube thought I was topless? I can't even believe all you pervs think I would even do that first time. That was pretty funny. It was like I have really long hair.
Jason Banana Fines was busting your chops about that one.
Yeah, I have long hair, and it was covering my spaghetti straps of my tank top, and everybody thought I was topless.
Everybody is saying hello to you. They are so happy.
Marie's amazing. She's awesome. She always shows so much love to my Instagram, and I just love you, Marie. You're amazing. Beth, reseller rowboat. What's up, Beth? I was thinking of you the other day, Beth, because I got a new scarf and I threw it over the top of my head, and I thought of our little daytime dates of singing matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. I bet she's dying of laughter just because I said that. How is everybody? What's going on, people?
This is our first live in 6 months, and yet we're still not we can't see. I kind of like it this way. I don't have to worry
how weird to me. I'm not sure. I mean, it's weird, but it's the first time. So, what up, Mr. Jones? Hello, one of my favorites around in the chats. Betty Webb. Hello, sweet Betty Webb. She is also another amazing moderator. Chats us that sort of follow each other. It seems. Choo choo. It's just because we all have really amazing taste in channels that we watch. That's what it is.
Hello. I wasn't sure. Are you done saying hello to everybody now?
Did I get it? Well, I didn't go all the way to the top.
Yeah, well, I think you said hello. You said hello to about 19 of the 32 people. So there's about 13 or 14 that kind of feel left out. But if they didn't talk, we don't know they're here. So
yeah, don't be afraid. You don't have to be a lurker. We're nice.
Marie says, "Hey, glad to see you both on here together again." We actually been people don't know, but we've been talking behind the scenes for a while. And
Pat is one of the few people that have my real phone number.
Right. And I've been giving her respective space. And when she felt comfortable with coming back, that was up to her, and I've enjoyed everything that we did together. I mean, we did 32 I think it was like 32 shows together.
A lot. Yeah, for sure. A lot.
But and I often joke with Kimmy that it's good that we don't actually live too close together, because I could be a little bit of a pain in the ass. And that's why
shout out to your wife. That's
why she calls me a PETA. Because I would probably be over there knocking on her door. Why is she not answering me or something like that? And so, I could be a little bit overbearing and stuff like that. So, but it is nice, when you develop friendships with people, you want to keep in touch and knowing what they're doing. And it's nice because I talk to even her kids and stuff like that. And, how are the kids actually?
They're good. The whole adjustment, was sort of interesting for a second. It wasn't even the fact of I'm obviously a stay-at-home mom, a work-at-home mom. That them being here isn't really the issue. It was sort of the transfer of going from dropping them off at school to now suddenly here I am, a C student in high school, teaching my daughter AP high school and my son, who's 9, third grade, everything in third grade. And they go to very high academic schools. And even some of the stuff on my son's homework, I'm just baffled. And I know that it sounds silly, but literally, here's an example. One of the questions just the other day was about tessellating. What 9-year-old do you know that even knows what the word tessellate even means?
I don't know what it means.
You know what I mean? Those are the type of things. And so instead of having a normal virtual or the virtual, what everybody else is doing, or a lot of people are doing, where they can log their kids online and their teacher is still there to help, I'm now juggling these huge packets of, they're huge packets that my kids have to do, and trying to coordinate when the teachers are able to call. And it took us a second. but they're troopers. And, I just kept telling my son, because he just wasn't vibing it. I said, buddy, we don't have a choice. We have to make the best of the situation now. This is what's happening, and it's hard. I mean, how do you, I don't know, I'm curious to those in the chat who are parents, like, and how your kids are sort of reacting, to all this, or what do you tell your kids, because it's so hard. Like, they don't, basically my 9-year-old is depressed, and that's it's a hard thing. Like, it's a struggle, but
thank you for this super chat. You didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, shout out to her and to you and your whole family. I love you all.
I know. I appreciate it. We love you too.
Goose says virtual school is the way of the future, right? And I hope that, if something happens, I hope that at least I'm not the one that's trying to teach it, because I'm needing my phone and my computer. That's a little difficult. So.
Yeah, what I worry about is at home is honestly, when we get back to normal, is you have 2 working adults, and when you get a regiment that the kids have to get up at 7 o'clock and go to school, and a paid educator is teaching them, and they should know it so well because they do it every year, the same whatever they're teaching, math or history. Obviously history can change if they're getting, but it's funny, I remember when we were in school, we never seemed to touch on too much politics or history that seemed to be up to date. It was always, what happened in 1776, you know what I mean? And but yet they weren't really talking about much what was going on that pertained to today's world. So but I do think it's going to be, I could see in the future maybe even cutting down to 4 days a week in school, and just making it more efficient, I guess. I mean, sometimes I remember the kids having, 3 days of study hall and stuff like that, and our 3 study halls in a day, that's a lot. I mean, I know sometimes that's so maybe the kids don't bring homework, home, but and then when you're a kid in school, you don't realize how important education is. I know because
I'm kicking myself for not paying attention, for real.
Well, my issue personally was not having a good home life and not realizing the value of an education, of wanting a job, because back in the day when you basically grow up on welfare and your parents are screwed up. My dad had me when he was 45. I mean, that'd be like me having a kid right now. And so my dad, and my mother was like 20 some years younger, and it was just basically, getting the welfare check, getting the food stamps and things like that. And not realizing that so any job that paid anything, put money in my pocket at the time. I remember my first job, $3 an hour. And I thought that was great because it, empowered me to, go buy food, things we had to borrow from neighbors or get from the Salvation Army and stuff like that. And don't realize the potential of a lot of kids out there that really, if they were pushed or basically, and I'm not just talking college, I'm talking about trade schools or different things, or just somebody being there for them to kind of, guide them down the right path,
Do you see Beth? She's all, be right back. Behave.
Or not.
We're on Pat's channel. We'll behave.
Yeah, we always behave. We talk about it, like the title says, chat about almost anything. Almost.
Right. Jill says time flying by during the virus. So for me, the first few weeks were like crawling. And that was sort of when eBay was, I don't know, it just wasn't really doing much for me for a second. But now time is definitely flying. And everything here in Denver is starting to open.
Now, are you guys using a color coordinate, like a red, yellow, green type?
A what?
Here in Pennsylvania, they're talking like we're in red, and then they're going to go into yellow where, you could like still caution, but certain things can't open. And then when it's green, obviously like a stoplight, everything's a go. But they're not going to allow like barbers to open yet, hair salons.
Oh, yeah, they're opening those here.
No movie theaters.
They're calling it stay at home or stay safe at home. Safe at home, that's what it is. There's already counties that that have started to open, but literally like on Monday, the Goodwill bins opens. Not the ones in Denver yet, but in other cities. There are Goodwills, regular Goodwills that are opening. Barbershops are also opening. It's mandatory to like wear masks and stuff like that. And people have to be able to show that they have all the safety, things going on. So
Marie, oh no way, I'm gonna be good in here. Pat will drop the hammer on me. Oh, Marie, I'm not gonna say nothing. Marie's been so loyal and good to me, but I know there's a devilish side to her.
Yeah, she's a little sassy.
Yeah, but maybe now there's no more devilish side. Maybe she's gonna be like a nun.
Maybe. I hear a big storm, so if I suddenly disappear, it's probably because the internet dropped. I think it's hailing. It sounds crazy outside all of a sudden.
We had rain all week. A lot of rain, like 4 days of rain and stuff like that. But yeah, it was a wet winter, but we didn't have much snow, so it was very mild here in Pennsylvania. Wasn't that bad, but again, strange times. I mean, I think no one really took this serious until when Disney World announced that they were closing for 2 weeks, I knew something was bigger, and I said it on my Facebook, and that this was bigger than they were letting on.
Absolutely.
Our state, too, being in Pennsylvania, is so different because we're so close to New York. You're going to get okay. It's funny how the StreamYard chat and YouTube chat's a little different.
All right, I'm watching the regular.
Yeah, I saw.
I'm gonna need another tutorial, like a up-to-date one of StreamYard, because I was gone for so long. I can't make that. I just can't get it together, y'all. I just can't.
Okay.
People how to use StreamYard, and now I can't make it work.
Okay. Somebody kicked me out, and all I did was say hi. Well, I don't know if anybody would kick, unless they know you have a reputation. I don't know. You're fine so far. So if he's going to say hi and behave, you're welcome here. Thank you for stopping by. Give me a thumbs up. Don't be one of those what do they call it? Debbie Downers and thumbs down my page there. So everybody's welcome who's positive and is not going to be a smart ass or be negative anyway.
Yes, positive vibes.
Yeah, I mean, why? There's YouTube has thousands and thousands of channels. You guys can go on and there's all kinds of stuff that's what's nice about YouTube. There's all kinds of stuff. Well, we never had that issue with toilet paper. I mean, I seen it wiped out and stuff like that, Lexi. But a lot of the Dollar Generals had toilet paper. So, and I have plenty of toilet paper. I used to be in the restaurant business, so I always, yeah. See, nacho flipping business. I'm chill. He's chill.
Good. Yeah.
Chill. That's good. That's what we like to see. Sometimes people get too chill and then they get too comfortable, and then we got to time them out. We got to give them a warning. That's all right. You can be chill.
I try really hard not to block or delete people.
Yeah, I mean,
their channel's a little different. It's just
people have an agenda. Sometimes when they come in, they know they're going to start, and they just want to be, clown.
I'm going to delete you and block you. If you're that's not called for, but I try hard not to.
That's not toilet paper, Pat. That's sandpaper. What are you talking about? Oh, the Dollar General. Well, no. The Dollar General has ones. They had the Scotties and the soft ones too. They had actually the $5 Angel Soft, but I can't be people are paying $50, $60. I said, there's no way. I never would sell toilet paper. No way. I mean, I'd give toilet paper away before I'd sell it.
Hello, Ghost Pirate.
Ghost Pirate. Wow, I haven't seen you in a while. What's up?
That would be Ricardo.
Yeah, it should be. Ricardo, how you doing, buddy? Hi, Patdees and Borderline. How do we say the last part? It's been a while.
Hoarder-ish.
Hoarder-ish.
Yeah.
Well, because you go by two different names. On Instagram, it's The Life of Kimberly.
Right. Well, remember my original YouTube name was Life of Kimberly, and actually I didn't need, but there are people in the chat that knew me as Life of Kimberly. And I changed it once when somebody was trying to look my name up. I was like, hey, I dropped a video. And so they were trying to search my name, and there was like 50 other people with the same name. So I just sort of jokingly just changed it, and it stuck. So here I am. I mean, it fits really for my life, just for the fact that number one, I'm a reseller, but I also love collecting certain things, like rocks is one, or coins. Another one, you know, I'm an artist, so I have lots of paints and stuff like that.
Did you see Aaron said it took him forever to find her on Instagram? Aaron actually came on the show last week on the live, but I guess he had some audio issues, and it was nice to put a face with the profile pic and stuff like that, and kind of get to know. You know, that's what I like about this is networking and learning. Yes, you guys had it in. Hold on. Yes. You guys in Washington have it bad, Marie. We are till 15, but she wanted 70 days. What's that mean? We're until 15, but she wanted 70 days. Is that 70 days lockdown? Not sure what that means. I'm not.
I know there are some. Yeah, I know some are much stricter, and they're going all the way to the end of May or even further beyond that.
Aaron says StreamYard doesn't like you or voice meter, so you have to plug your microphone as directly as main. You emailed them about it. Did they respond back to you? And Jennifer Hayes is actually dropping the good girl. Hey, Jennifer, was that you on Instagram that today? I think I posted on that pic. Was that you wearing glasses? You know, again, you get used to kind of seeing someone, and then when you see them out of their element, you're not sure if it's them or not.
You can't. The storm is making my dog whine. You can't hear her, can you?
Oh, that little.
Yeah, if you hear a little whining noise in the back, it's not me over here crying. It's I missed y'all. No, it's my dog, Corn. She's afraid of everything. I mean, she's
the little scruffy.
Yeah, your favorite. Well, person besides me, of course. Well, I guess.
Well, yeah, because last year you did a video of you tucking the crazy little rat in the bed, and I did a snow video, and
the same day too.
Yeah, same day, and the little scruffy little corn dog was beating my snow video, and I think it wound up coming pretty damn close, but still, come on.
Yes, Chris, my little Yoda, my Yoda dog.
Have you ever participated in the hiding and find the rock art in your community?
Okay. The geocaching is what she's talking about. Now, I tried that, but I've heard of people doing it, and I've also watched a few videos. I don't know. I doubt I'm ever going to probably be one to try it personally, but maybe that's just because
we've had the rock thing for the last couple of years where people paint rocks and hide them.
If you run out of TP, use dryer sheets. It'll leave you smelling like remove wrinkles.
You got wrinkles on your ass, Steve?
Yeah, John Jones. Geocaching is still a thing. Yeah, Steven, who cares if you have wrinkles on your bum?
Oh, okay. Lexi is saying that the lockdown. Lexi, what state are you from? Lockdown would have been through June. If Witchmer had her way, ended April 30th, extend to May 15th now. Oh, okay. Jennifer, that was your daughter and your granddaughter. All right. Steve is saying that the dryer sheets took care of his wrinkles on his bottom. Oh, Lexi is in Michigan.
Yeah, I'll remember that tip.
I think is it like Destiny and Tommy in Michigan too?
Oh my gosh, I'm suddenly drawing a blank. No,
I think. Oh no, maybe that's Kelly. Kelly's. I'm not sure, and I feel like I should know, but
no.
Wisconsin.
Oh my God, Wisconsin's one of them.
Yeah, I knew it was close.
I was like, wait. I just kept thinking of should they live so many hours from some other YouTubers?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Don't mind me. I drew a blank the other day when I was thinking of Myra. And I'm like, the lady down in Florida, she's buying space or something like that. What the heck's her name? And then it was like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm like, oh man, I felt like such. And I'm on a live. I think I was on Donna Ortiz, and we were talking about that. Okay, hey Victoria. Victoria actually is going to be a guest on my show, not on this type podcast, because that lady's a beautiful lady. She's lots of fun. She likes to talk. She does bingo. I think I've actually been a guest on her show already. If you guys want to check her out, Ventures in Reselling Victoria, you know what? And I like to promote people and talk about people that are great and treat other people great. So if you guys check out her channel, go over there and check out her channel. She, you know, when you do watch her live, sometimes she is a little. She give 3 kisses to the husband before he left the house that day. So you know she's got a good heart if she's giving the hubby 3 kisses before he goes to work. That's my kind of woman. So hey Victoria, thank you, and you're gonna come on as a guest. We talked about it. So, but we'll do a live together, and I know since I know you're up this late on a Saturday, if we do a show on a Saturday, that'll work, because I know you don't give me an excuse. I go to bed at 8 o'clock. So yes, Nate.
What's up,
Definitely love promotion, positive people. Yeah, why not? Yeah, Myra, you are a girl, right? You haven't been fooling me.
Myra's very
Thank you,
sweet.
Victoria. I appreciate it. And again, this is something. These podcasts are going to be something when I'm in the mood. I don't want to turn the camera on, and I just want to talk a little bit more. I don't really on my live shows talk too much, but once in a while, you know what? As we get closer to the election, I don't want to start arguments, but I want to talk about things. I tell you, I know when you're the president, this is the things that you have to go through, but man, this is going to be a strange election year.
Right?
I mean, now we're talking about the North Korean leader maybe being dead. Nope, they spotted him.
Right. I've been not paying as much attention to the news in the past week because, well, it's a little time consuming. I sort of get sucked in, and it makes my anxiety go through the roof. And I just don't think that that's really
Hey, I don't know if this is Guapo or Chapo. I was calling you both.
Dude.
I was calling you both Chapo the other day, and I felt so bad then. After and I'm like, I don't know. I was just kind of like, how we say Jeebus, so I was just kind of calling you both Guapo. But hey, I don't know if this is Guapo or Chapo, but I was giving the wife a hard time thinking it was you today because The Rock's birthday is today. And I was, if you smell what Patdees.
It's cooking.
I'm not cooking enough. I'm actually strawberry. But this is basically a podcast. And basically it's like listening to the radio. And I could sit here without my makeup. My hair is all standing up. My glasses have the tape on. Kimmy looks like hell. And
I had to ask Pat earlier on the phone what a podcast was. Is that bad? I literally had to ask him what it was.
Wait a minute. It's not. I don't know. Is it her birthday too? Or wait a minute. Let's make it clear. Me and Guapo like wrestling, so we bust each other about wrestling. So today is The Rock's birthday, so we sort of talk to each other in the wrestling lingo. So today is The Rock, Dwayne Johnson's birthday. So I was busting chops with I thought was Guapo, but it was Chapo, and she kind of told me like, this ain't Guapo. So I was like, what an idiot I am. I was like, what an idiot.
So it is somebody's birthday, or it's not somebody's birthday?
I'm not. It's definitely The Rock's birthday. I know that for sure.
Well, somebody else besides The Rock. I do really like The Rock, though. I like Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
He really can sing, and he's quite multi-talented.
He was putting a video out with his daughter where he sings, because he's Mulan, and he goes to his daughter, is daddy, and he goes, Mulan. She goes, no. She doesn't get the connection because he sang the song to her. It was so damn cute, and Jill thought I said it was my wife's birthday, and no. I was busting Guapo and see what Guapo's cooking. It doesn't matter what Guapo thinks. See, exactly.
Right. I just tell him, dude. I mean, I know that.
Oh, I know.
Obviously, their dude didn't do that, but that's
when he describes a uni, he's like, dude.
I know, right? I think it's right.
Socks and dude, and then I found this watch, and then dude, this T-shirt. I'm gonna make a lot of money, dude. And I'm like,
yeah, that must be the word that I think every content creator has a few words that we all repeat. I was noticing because I'm currently editing another thrift store video, and I literally have a section where I'm repeating this word because I literally say it 3 times.
Dude. I'm gonna make sure I want to go out and when this is over and visit them and do something together. And I'm gonna insist that dude is gonna be maybe I'll title the video "Dude." Maybe that's gonna have to be their T-shirt. Dude.
I just said it. Yeah, I think it's funny. I love it. It makes me smile every single time I see them in a chat, and I just want to be like, dude.
They're gonna. We've talked to them actually, Guapo, and they came on. They came last weekend. I want to do something with them and like another storage family that we could talk about the business and stuff. Hey, Jeremy, thanks for stopping by, buddy. I appreciate it. I was watching earlier when the ladies and George was there, and I heard you talking in the background. So this is just something I'm doing, basically a podcast, and that I don't have to turn the camera on. And I haven't. Kimmy and me haven't done nothing live. We've been talking. Actually,
last second.
What's that?
This was totally planned at the last second.
Yeah,
not even planned. I just popped into the chat.
Right. I know because you actually called me earlier, and I said I may do something later, but I didn't want to ask you on the phone because I didn't want you to say no. And then you popped in and said hello. You know, I hate hearing no. I've only had one person that I've asked on YouTube to go live, and they said no, that's all right. And I was like, oh, it broke my heart. And I was like, dude. So this is going to be a little something different that I do from time to time, that basically, and a little bit more of, and I guess you got to kind of do what you want to do on your channel. And I got to, I want to talk different things on here and have an open discussion. And sometimes it is easier, believe it or not, to do it when the camera's not on as much, Kimmy, stop rolling your eyes at me.
I've only done it like 30 times in the last.
Yeah, and I heard you bang your tea glass.
I did. I said it. I did.
Yeah.
Say it down.
See,
I'm
Jill
still trying to, I'm still trying to work with this new mic over here. This new microphone.
Whose mic?
My microphone. My cool.
Oh,
microphone.
your microphone. Oh, okay. I thought.
No, it's only me and the shipping tape tonight, Pat. I told you that.
I thought, dude.
It's a hard eye party. I hang out with my shipping tape.
There you go. Well, you're even you're 2 hours behind me, man. I sometimes I don't know how, man. I don't know how people do shows more than 2 hours. It's hard for me to sit still for more than 2 hours. I've always been an antsy person. That's why, thank God, class was only 45 minutes in school, because I could just never sit that long. Just
Lexi's laughing at you.
Yeah. Yeah, she's laughing. Wow, Aaron. Things are getting sticky with the tape. Yeah. She might be taping somebody up there, Jeremy, and we don't even know it.
Aaron says he streamed for 14 hours once. Wow.
I think the most I ever done was around 3 hours. But I hit
1,000. I was on YouTube almost that whole day.
Oh yeah. Well, that was the day actually that Big Red graduated. When I started at 9/11 that morning, and then you guys, there was about 5 channels that Craig, Anita, yourself, and then me and Swamp Picker passed 1,000, and now I'm at I think I just crossed 2121. I think that's what I was at today. I mean, that's not. It's funny that you say. It's amazing to think that 2,000 people subscribe to me, but but yeah, in the whole grand scheme of things, there's still bigger opportunities out there, and you just gotta keep chasing it and think that you're gonna do better. And there's things I want to do. I mean, I probably have 4 or 5 videos that I can upload, but I just haven't had time to edit them. And then we changed the computer, and I've been busy with Amazon. I know, making excuses, you know. But it's the truth.
Yeah, you didn't even give me. Well, I guess today I got my other half of my conversation. All right.
You got
You're not
what?
in trouble anymore. I'm.
Oh yeah. Well, because I told you I would call you back the other day, and then I was a little grumpy.
You complained to every time I call you, and then you're like, "Okay, bye." I'm just kidding.
Well, no, I was checking out, and the lady was kind of looking there. What was happening is I'm checking out the store, and they're like, you got to stay 6 feet apart. You got to get over here. Don't move. Lift your arm up this way. Look at me this way. Make sure your mask. I'm like, I can't have a conversation with anybody right now. So I loaded the stuff in the car, and I was so damn tired. I was getting a little grumpy. So I napped for 3 hours, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to call her now because I know sometimes, depending upon when you have to pick up the kids or not, now's not a good time to kind of call. And then you called me back, and yeah, but I'm here. I'm here.
Well, that's good. I'm here too. I'm right here.
Okay, Destiny, good night, honey. Thank you for
Good night,
having an
Destiny.
amazing night. Much love. Oh, you get a lot of viewers from Australia. That's cool. What kind of what is your channel about? No, Lexi, I started actually last January. In December of 2018, I had like 17 subs, and then in January I hit like 100. And then, slowly over time, I mean, I was doing a lot of the lives, and it always, to be honest, when you collab with other people, that helps. But you gotta be consistent. You have to put stuff out there that people want to watch, and it is nice when you have. And I used to joke with Kimmy, I wish she lived closer sometimes, because you could do storage videos together and show the shenanigans.
Oh, that part would be cool.
Yeah, that interaction. There's not many. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm friends with Taco Stacks, and he does it by himself. But even then, he still shows at the flea market a little bit, or he'll incorporate another. But he's kind of his own. A lot of people, like Jeremy and George do things together. Alex and Liz and Pirate. I mean, Pirate actually does a lot of stuff by himself, but he does feature his daughter and his son, and a little bit more of the family dynamics. I mean, obviously Locker Nuts, Grimes, and his wife. So I don't know. My wife is glad, but she's too busy doing her own thing, and she's not much of a talker to kind of want to kind of go out of it. And you don't want to force it or fake it. So
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Lexi Abby, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, I go on Scott's. Me and Scott became friends, and I've been on his show probably about 20 times. I mean, I always have an open invite to go on. But when you're trying to develop your own channel and do your own things, and he even said that to me one time, hey, Pat, you kind of need to go on, and do your own stuff. And there's a lot of things I want to do and show, but you got to kind of balance it out. And it doesn't have to be for me. And some people may take this the wrong way. I want to make money doing it, obviously. I mean, it takes a lot of time, and even if it's a couple $100 a month, and if honestly, when you click that like button or subscribe to it, it doesn't cost you nothing, but you got to provide the content to keep the people wanting to come back. And frankly, I don't do enough of that, or not good enough yet. But I think over time, I mean, I love to do things like I said, I featured the Paul Jr. designs that people watch it all the time. It's got over 10,000 views, and for a small channel, it's amazing what some people like. I've done Dollar General videos, and those aren't people. Resellers aren't the people usually watching them. Those are people that I feel, and this is my personal opinion, that they feel like they can get something free from a corporation, or it's found. I mean, even the dumpster diving videos that I see people are doing, it's because they want to find, something that doesn't cost them nothing. It has nothing to do with reselling. It's about what people are throwing away in the trash, and they want to watch that and stuff like that. So that probably appeals to a bigger audience. So I kind of don't want to get stuck on like well, I'm in a niche in a sense of reselling. I mean, that's what I do for a living. But even I have to. But again, I want to slow it down. Once you do something good, and then you kind of got to repeat it and stick to that, and then be consistent with it.
Absolutely. Yeah, consistency is key. I cannot tell y'all that me leaving for 6 months absolutely killed my channel. So I'm here to tell you, don't leave if you want to. Well, I mean, I probably lost almost 100 subscribers. And when I came back, which is fine because I mean, that's my own fault for sort of dipping out on that part. But at the time, it was what I sort of needed to do,
Right. Because life comes, and to be honest, the last 6 weeks for me, the business side of being a reseller has been more rewarding and life-changing for me and I want to kind of talk about that in the future, that basically people are going to say, well, Pat, how'd you do it? And I basically kind of want to create some shows that talk about what my mindset was and how I did it and the thinking behind it, and that people, in a sense, I don't know, maybe I look at YouTube, and this is just my opinion again, part entertainment, part education, and I kind of want to be a mixture of both of that and have fun and talk and entertain a little bit, even though sometimes maybe people think Patdees is a stick in the mud. Oh God, I'm not.
It's all right. People think I laugh too much, so
yeah, well, that's okay. Laughter is better than tears, I always say. But then with the entrepreneurship side of being a reseller and educating people, I'm hoping to find people that are. This is why I came onto YouTube to learn and stuff. No, I didn't sell all those. I did donate a bunch of them though, but I was kind of forced to take that many. I had to take or walk away. I knew that would happen, but I had very little into it, so it wasn't a no big deal, Myra, that I could take that chance to do that. Now I did buy 4,000 in the past 4 or 5 months. I did buy 4,000 DVDs, Blu-rays, about 1,000 of them new, 3,000 of them used, and I've sold about 2,000 of them so far. So that's okay. I'm selling them on the auctions and.
Yeah. Did you already mention your?
No, but yeah, you're talking about Monday. I'm going to be on Tees auctions for you from 8 to 11, and we're going to do a Media Monday. And so
it's hot right now.
Yeah, so books, DVDs, and records and stuff like that. At the end of the day, if I make $100 in 3 hours at night and move some stuff, that's fine. That's still not a bad gig for 3 hours to make $100. I know some people, I wouldn't get out of bed for less than 200. But having diverse. I mean, I make, even now with the volatility of the stock market, I'm making money even from the stock market, and I wish I could focus more time on that channel, Pat's Hall, which is my other channel. But I think people they want to listen to people that say, I have $250,000 in an account and this is how I got there.
Well, I think people also want it to be much faster. Like people want instant, sort of thing. So I like not to interrupt. I like what Thrifting 365 said. I love learning things on YT. I've learned so many things on YouTube and through not just even resellers, but through all kinds of things. I learned how to fix my lawnmower last summer from a YouTube video.
Well, the networking aspect is amazing too. I met a guy. I've met a bunch of different people that don't do YouTube that are very smart, and those people necessarily won't always kind of tell you what to sell, what to do. But sometimes if you listen to their story and you can apply that to yourself and willing to put the work into it, and sometimes people are presented with opportunities like, I don't want to do that. It's too much work. I'm not that type of person. Now, a lot of people can't jump at opportunities because they just don't have the capital or the money. I get that. I was in that I'm still in that boat. I'm just because I've been busy the last 2 months. If somebody came to me and said, hey, you want to buy $20,000 worth of Nike sneakers, you can flip them for 80,000. It might take you a year, but there's no way I could do that. Yeah, I could handle. I've proven in the past 6 weeks with the volume that I've shipped out doing merchant fulfilled that I can ship and be consistent on that. But again, it takes capital to do that.
That is so sweet, Jill. Like, you're making me tear up over here. Good thing the camera's not on. You're so nice. That's so sweet. She says, I have truly loved Kimberly's spirit, kindness, and genuine character. I've known Jill for quite some time. I'm trying to remember where I first met her, but she's definitely one of the OGs in my life, in my YouTube world. Marie says she's learned how to fix an old bathtub. Yeah, see? Learn all kinds of stuff. And Jennifer, I love you. Thank you, sweets, for throwing down my link there.
Yeah, and I think even a lot of people that could probably be successful on YouTube, they're not, because they don't think about I should have been filming that, you know what I mean? And they're not doing that.
Yeah, exactly. So Wade's Ventures said something forever ago about, because literally he's one of the originals in sort of this waterfall effect of the reseller community. He says that he sort of regretted, not getting the camera out way sooner, just start filming everything, in that type of stuff. And I wish that I would have taken that advice and maybe not had watched YouTube for a year and maybe started putting content out, far sooner. But
he's a likable guy, but he does a bunch of different things, and his wife's got a good job. He does the stock market. He's bought in storage units, and he took off like the whole summer last year, and I think he had like packaged like 20 videos, and when he came back, like one of them almost hit like 1 million. And that was amazing because, like you said, when you go away for a while, you fall out of that algorithm or you lose subscribers. And yet he came back and had a viral video like within 2 or 3 weeks. And I was like, wow. So he kind of proved it that you can sometimes go away and kind of regroup and come back and still roll out something. And now, obviously, it's easier for him because of, the amount of having 50,000 subscribers. When you do come back, it's easier to bounce back than versus having 1,000 or 2,000. But it's like he came back and boom, he was right in there. And there's another person. He's featuring his mother. He's featuring his wife, and his kids are in videos and stuff.
Yeah, a great vibe to him. I think that's what.
Craig, we're talking about Wade's Ventures right now.
What?
Craig just posted. He just passed 100,000 views.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That's even tougher than people think sometimes. Sometimes I'm not going to mention any channels, and I don't want to come across negative, but I was watching. Somebody will send me a message sometimes, and I'll check out their channel, and they had like 4,000 like subscribers, but they only had like 20,000 views. So, and Jeremy kind of pointed that out. It's not the amount of subscribers; it's the views that really matter. Because, I have.
Really is.
I have over 130 or 40,000 too, with the 2,000 subscribers. So
yeah,
100,000 views is a huge accomplishment. Yeah, I think so. I'm proud of my. I look back. Ever look back at videos and say, "Ooh, I wish I would have edited that a little bit different." Or now, when you go to places like I always kind of nickname myself the traveling picker, and when I go to places, I kind of got to be conscientious of how I think about things, and how I okay, should I go this and because once you leave, you can't re-record it. Actually, Jeremy, that was one of the things. And I'm proud of is when the first time I met George and Jeremy, that video has over 100,000 views that I did with them where they tried to push me in a hole. Maybe it was because I did a video today. Oh my God. I bought a new lawn tractor. I said, I'll do a review, because sometimes you'll get people that aren't in the reselling community and they want to say, what a Cub Cadet. And I'm talking and a bug flew in my mouth. And I'm like, and my son started laughing. And I'm like, and I started gagging and carrying on. I was actually laughing but pissed, because I was like, it is disgusting. I had to come in the house and get something to drink, because it just wasn't working. But I'm hoping, this is also a weird time. I plan to, I like to, I think I had said to myself, I wanted to get at least 10 or 12 storage units this year. And I was talking to my wife about it, that basically buy 2 or 3 and don't buy no more until I make money from those to fund the next ones, and then do some content and stuff like that. And yeah, Jeremy says, Patdees itching to talk politics.
I still remember that song when they were on the show. Well, I remember part of it, the words, oh, what the hells, we love you.
Yeah, I remember that.
Just to take their little, because Jeremy
when I had him on my channel and you sang, and I didn't know you were going to do that. I mean, we had talked about a little bit of the glasses and
best stuff. Intro ever.
Yeah, I think so. I think, to be honest, the way we were bringing on guests and having them back in the green room and what, I wish I would have had them on longer, I'll be honest. But I just, I always find it kind of hard to bring guests on, because you don't want to feel like you ask the wrong questions too. Because I don't like people to get personal. I like to respect people's privacy and stuff like that. And, once you say it on YouTube, you can't kind of go back from it. So, life is different off of YouTube sometimes than it is on YouTube, and you got to be respectful of one another and act a certain way, even, on YouTube. And I always try to be conscientious of that. And I was on a live way back with.
Oh, I remember that, Jill. I remember that.
I've been on Dee's a couple. I used to pop in on lunch with her.
Yeah, it's hard for me right now to really, honestly, to watch anybody during the day. I do. And there are a few times where I watch, but I don't say nothing in the chat. I do watch her. I just can't always, I don't watch every day, but I can't always say anything, because I always feel bad if I say something that I have to bounce, or if I say something that can't be personal to you all, because I love you all and I want to be able to tell you all that. So just know I'm watching sometimes.
A lot of times I've been lately with me doing the volume that I've been doing on Amazon. Now, the last 3 or 4 days, I've noticed now, since the country is opening up, certain things are slowing up. And that's where I got to then branch out to different things. I don't want to ever I'm not going to be one of those guys that buys like $10,000 worth of something and gets stuck with it. I was willing, to be honest, to source 3 or 4 times a week if I had to keep my inventory light. Sort of like the same mentality in the restaurant business. We wouldn't buy 2 weeks worth of food at a time. We would get deliveries 3 times a week. That kept things fresh and kept our, the cash flow and stuff better. So again, I'm going to talk about that in the near future. I'm reaching a big milestone that's coming up on that side. And I was hoping to end the year. Honestly, I wanted to get the 10,000 subs. But I have to have a plan to kind of do it, and doing 2 or 3 videos a month or even a live is not going to do it. I have to have people that feel like they're getting educated or entertained and having fun with it and want to support, Patdees. So, but it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
You
just got to break down that goal and figure out,
Hey, Cha-Cha.
Hello.
The junking data girl. I met her through T and Donna. She helps out them with some of their. Now she's doing Fancy Pinks. Hello, how are you? You're wondering what's going on? Just doing I guess, I don't know, is it still called a podcast on YouTube? But basically, it's we don't have to have our camera on. We could talk. We could be ourselves. And I could be like Jeremy sitting here with no pants on. Don't have to worry about my hair. Hey, Kevin. Somebody's show must have ended because a bunch of people are coming.
Yeah, I'm like, who's rolling in here? One of the
Yeah.
options end? It must be. Especially if Kevin's in here.
Thank you, Maria. I appreciate it. What's nice is we don't have to worry about our hair, cha-cha. Oh, gosh. Okay. T-show just ended. So we don't have to worry about our hair. We can be a little bit. I'm going to probably try to do these. Honestly, I like to do these twice a month. It is a little easier. I confirmed you. What do you mean you confirmed me? Is that something like holy? Like you did the Catholic thing and threw some water on me?
The almighty Kevin confirmed.
Yeah, he confirmed me. They love Kevin. Every time. Oh, yeah.
He shows up in Donna's chat, and the whole chat just goes absolutely nuts.
Yeah, they love Kevin. Yeah, Bangor, Pennsylvania. I actually went to school in Bangor, Pennsylvania till I was about 5 years old, and then I had an apartment fire. I was actually rescued. I got carried out of an apartment building, and they were giving me hell saying I wasn't in the live last night. That's right, and you were just working and cleaning. Exactly. Thank you. Yes, Myra, I am going to do that again. Are you going to sell the book lots again to raise money for breast cancer? Yes, I'll be doing that. I mean, as everybody knows, I'm a breast cancer survivor, and I want to help other guys. And I've raised some money, and I'm waiting to kind of get to a certain amount of money to get to a point where I can give out grants to help offset the cost of travel and like hotels and stuff like that when they're going for their treatment. I wanted to actually work with the local Geisinger and Delta Medics, which are two cancer treatment places, and do something like that. It takes money to do that, and and then trying to balance out everything that I'm doing. So, but yes, I will be doing that more often. Kelly found some vintage dishes. Now, Kelly, do you go live at all? Yeah, you see what Jeremy says? Your notification bell needs to be clicked on all, Jill, or you won't get the note. Yeah, there's 3 levels of the bell, I think. It's like notify me, don't notify me, or just regular.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, Jeremy, it's all personalized and then none it shows. So
I wonder why they took away the 3 dots.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, because now, I mean, a lot of channels, they would check to see if that channel was legit. Now you can't even go to the no, don't have enough subs to go live.
So that reminds me, I don't know if Craig's still in here. Are you still in here, Craig?
Craig.
That's what I do to my kids when I'm trying to call them. I go, bird calls. Or we find each other in the store or somewhere, I just yell out.
Kelly's going to be on Victoria's on Thursday. Okay.
Yeah, nice. So I was the 3 dots reminded me. I tested this out a little bit, but I just don't know enough about Google extensions. But there is a way that you can add an extension, and
thank you, Jeremy.
You can just click on people's name and it will pop up their channel just like it used to. But I only had that extension. I only put that extension down, and I had it for like an hour because I was paranoid. I don't have enough knowledge. I wasn't sure maybe I could get a virus or something weird. So that's why I was asking if Craig was still here, because he's the man to ask, or maybe test that out. But
yeah.
Oh, see, so Jennifer says that there's an extension. Yeah, it must be the same one we're talking about. I've thought about putting it down. The only downfall I notice is it highlights every single name. So you can't tell who's blue, or not, or so. I don't see Craig in here anyways. Fired, Land Shark. Fired.
Wearing a mask. I tell you, I don't mind wearing a mask to go into the business, but oh my God, when it was a little warmer today, and it gets to be a little too sweaty, and I had to go back to wearing glasses, it's ironic because when I went out last year to see Jeremy and George, and I got a pair of what the hell's glasses, and I started wearing glasses, and I kind of felt I didn't want him to think I was teasing or mocking him, and I legitimately had to go to the eye doctor because I was struggling as I was driving. I noticed to kind of see in the distance or even watch TV at night, and I had the LASIK surgery I've done about 16, 17 years ago, but part of the pills that I still take to being a survivor of breast cancer, they kind of screw with my eyes, and I had to go and get glasses again. And wearing them with a mask is not fun because they fog up, and you know. My son just messaged me. He's trying to list more stuff on eBay, but because he was below Stanyard, he doesn't realize that it takes time to get it back up to Stanyard before they can allow you to list more. I'm on a live, and he doesn't realize. So he's texting me on my phone.
Yeah, tell him you're live.
I'm live. Yeah, with Kimmy.
Oh, where's he at?
It's not Big Red. It's my other son.
The other one, Nathan.
Yeah, it's my other. He's just like pulling teeth to get account back to normal. He doesn't know that I'm talking about him on the live. See? Oh, you can't. Oh, here. Dude, what an idiot. You know what I just did?
What?
I said, see, and I held the camera up my phone up to the camera. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. And
I keep adjusting my hair out of habit. I'm like, oh, I better check my hair.
I know. That's what I'm saying. This is great that you can talk about it, but you get used to who else is going to give Patdees their podcast innocence? What's that mean? Does that mean something naughty?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Well, then it's got to be Kimmie because I mean, yeah.
I can't. I'm not saying nothing.
There's only one girl I drive crazy on YouTube.
You got your name PETA for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. You weren't I've been called a persistent SOB before, so you call me a PETA.
Well, and then when I'm happy with you, I call you Bread. That's how you know what mood I'm in.
I know, and you even gave me a $5 super chat. Nathan, I am live. I'm doing a Patdees podcast. A podcast is basically like the radio. You don't have to have your camera on. Oh, Jill, behave yourself. It's like the Mile High Club. Yeah, I don't like airplanes. I don't see you. Well, no, but you can hear me. It's just like listening to the radio. When you drive in a car, you don't see the guy in the radio station. So this way, if my hair looks ugly or if I want to be, Jeremy basically tells me to not wear pants when I do the show. So maybe twice a month, I don't have to wear pants. My wife was telling me, I don't know why, because I believe it or not, people don't realize. I mean, I would, a lot of times I'd take full showers before the show, get ready, do my hair, wear a nice shirt, and just to kind of get in the zone. And when I was doing the late shows, a lot of times I was taking a nap sometimes an hour or two before, and just to kind of get to want to do the show for 2 hours. And maybe am I giving out too much information, or no one gives a damn?
No, I think that, I mean, it's kind of hard to juggle everything. And then even to do this, I know it seems like it can't be that hard or exhausting to sit here, even if we had our camera, I think it is exhausting to even be chilling here or trying to read the chat, or it's like when I moderate for, in other chats, or how, for example, Wade's auction, that's a long event and my eyes are like squirrely by the end of that. So I absolutely think, I don't blame you for wanting to take a little, if I could take a nap during the day and then not stay up for the rest of the night, I would. I feel tired enough, a lot of times to take a nap. But the problem is, I'll stay up all night.
And me doing a show at 11, when I was doing a show at 11 o'clock at night, and I was going to like 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning. People didn't realize I was getting up at 7:30 in the morning, going out and doing things. And I was actually going to do stuff. This, I dress up for the live streams. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, Jeremy. This chat, I dress up for the live streams too. I shed the work hoodie for the dress up hoodie.
Oh, then speaking of, he always talked about in his auctions how he's all hyped up after the auction. Jeremy, I am like, I can't sleep for hours and hours and hours, and I'm not you. I'm not the one that's there live. Like, I get so excited during this. It's so much fun the whole minute. The minute to win it.
Yeah, it was funny because I'm a mod, and so is Kimmy and Jeremy and George's channel, What the Hells, and I'll bounce around. Sometimes I get bored, honestly, or I got things to do, and I'll listen in the background. And Kimmy sends me a message. Did you see that or hear that? I'm like, what? And in between the bids, Kimmy.
Oh, that was funny. That made me laugh.
Yeah. Kimmy was throwing me kisses, and Jeremy pointed that out. Well, there's Kimmy throwing kisses to Patdees.
Yeah, right in the middle of the bid.
And it's funny because I had to go back and watch the replay, and it sort of sounded like a horse race. Then 21, 27, and Patdees is getting kisses from Kimmy, and then bid is 34 and 62. Come on, guys, we got 10 seconds. Who's going to win it? And the way he was kind of doing it was like a horse race.
They're really exciting. Those are tomorrow. Tomorrow he does those. Jeremy and George do those auctions.
Yeah.
On Sundays.
I kind of like. I mean, a minute is fast, but it kind of gets out the BS of sometimes. Do you prefer certain YTube channels over others? I watch a lot of. I mean, I have friends that do YouTube and that I'm a mod on that I obviously watch. That I always try to give some time to, and if I actually have done things with them, I always try to give support. And can I watch every video? No, but I try to. I mean, I'll be honest. I listen to a lot of music. I use the YouTube playlist even on my Bluetooth radio when I'm in the shower and stuff like that. I've always been a big fan of music because growing up, a lot of times my parents had their priorities screwed up and our cable got cut off a lot of times. But music was always free, and I was part of Glee Club for 4 years, and I always fell in love with music.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yep. Jennifer, you should go live with Pat sometimes.
I know, right? I keep seeing that in the chat, and since you don't have to show your face unless you want to.
Oh, now they're fighting. Jill, I get her first. Again, and maybe this is a format that Jen, you would want to. We would do some sort of verification, so I know, all of a sudden, not a man comes on. Hi, this is Jennifer, and thanks for letting me come on. Because I had somebody trying to sneak in under the radar when I threw the link out last week, and I said, look, you don't turn your camera on, you're not coming on. Sorry. And then so they some people have nothing better to do, sit around for 2 hours and want to just be fools for 10 seconds. And I don't want to have to waste my whole damn show because someone wants to be an ass clown. So, Kimmy, what's on the agenda for tomorrow for you?
Same old.
Same old. Church.
Same old shizzle, just another pile.
Church. You're going to church tomorrow?
No.
How does everybody? I mean, your avatar looks beautiful. It's like a professional photo. How does everybody like mine? It reminds me of like the cartoon. What's up? That's all like Bugs Bunny. My avatar doesn't it kind of have like a?
I like yours. I need to fix mine because I think the dark background is not good.
No, but yours is like a pretty profile. Mine has that fun cartoonish look.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that. I mean, I've had that photo up for a minute. I'm pretty sure that it was right before one of our lives. So. I want to
one day. I'll be honest. I always say I want to be a cross between Walt Disney, Mr. Rogers, and Willy Wonka. And I want to one day dress up like Willy Wonka. Maybe I got to get a purple suit. Did they make that in a size 2X?
I think you could probably buy just about anything. So
yeah, but I don't want to pay like $400 for a purple.
I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, Myra, I've heard that before. Actually, on that video that I was with George and Jeremy, that was the most common comment that they got, that we didn't know you knew Drew Carey. But I took that as a compliment. I wish I was as thin as him. I tell you, I've been busting my. I mean, I don't know. I have to check. I used to check my weight more often, but I did put on 8 pounds over the winter. But that's one of the things I want to get back into. I want to get into a regimen and I know it to basically walk 3 or 4 times a week, 4 or 5 miles. I get bored easily, though. That's my problem. And but I know I need to be healthy. Last year, actually, when I first started the Pat's Hall channel, I had dropped like 20 pounds in 6 or 7 weeks. But man, you go back. Sometimes me and Kimmy would be talking, and she goes, "Where are you at?" I'm like, "The deli." So every time, like, she kind of knew
with
I was
a diet soda, cancer in a can.
Well, not diet. It's Coke Zero.
Whatever it is, it has aspartame in it.
Yeah, well, I don't smoke. I don't drink.
Well, right. But so on the note of being healthy, here's a little advice that I try to do just for myself that I think is really kind of great advice for everybody. But you have to make it, number one, a priority, but you have to make it a promise to yourself to be dedicated to do it. And if you can't find the time, make the time, but you have to make yourself a priority. So I never break a promise to myself, and I do yoga every day.
Yeah, I know. I've talked to you. I can't talk now. I'm doing yoga. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, usually during the late shows, I don't. Oh yeah, Robin. That's what I'm doing with the cruises at night. As I am doing my nightly yoga before I go to bed. Being healthy is good. I want you to live a long time, so you need to.
I do too. I'm no hurry to. I'm still in my 40s. I gotta.
And if I remember right, you mentioned a long time ago you wanted me to be able to when I do meet you to hug you and put my arms around you.
You can still do that. Yeah, I mean, I got broad shoulders, but I mean, we always know that we could be healthier. So,
No, what is that?
DDP Yoga is Diamond Dallas Page. He basically put a program together, and he's helped a lot of people. If you basically YouTube him, Diamond DDP, he's been successful in doing that and motivating some people. Jill, where do you live at?
Cool, I'll check it out.
Jill so reminds me of a lady I know in my area. When I look at it, and it's like, wow. Sometimes you always say there's a twin out there. I guess my twin is Drew Carey, but okay, yeah, Binghamton, yeah. You live exactly. You live north. I've actually been up that way. But I do want to get, back when I want to do something, and I want to stay, I can do it because I've done it. I mean, when I was in the Guard, I was down to 210 pounds. But and that, to be honest, that's how I felt I had cancer, because at one time I had ballooned to like 330, and then I got down. When I had my operation, I was all the way down to 240. I had lost 90 pounds, and now I'm kind of holding at around 280. But I know that's still too heavy. At 5'9", 280 is still too heavy. But I don't want to beat myself up over it and worry about it all the time. But I know if I want to be around, I don't want to be. I beat the cancer. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I'm beating the corona, and then I die of a freaking cheeseburger. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's not good. You're not doing yoga now, I hope.
Yep, I am.
Oh God. I
have my headphones.
I should have the power to turn on the camera, and then when your legs stretched up, wrapped around your head, and people are like, "Oh God."
I can multitask, but I'm hooked to the laptop here, so
yeah. Well, Kimmy, we're getting close to the 2-hour mark, honey. I appreciate you coming on, and we will go live again one day where you could see us on. But I wanted to try this out, and I will do more of these in the future. I do appreciate everyone that has stopped on and said hello. And to be honest, just sitting here listening to us for close to 2 hours, and me and Kimmy kind of reuniting on YouTube after 6 months and live. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, I had a good time. It was good to hang out and be a little more relaxed, not having to necessarily worry so much about all my crazy faces I make into the camera live.
Yeah.
And of course, to see everybody in the chat. I appreciate you all. So many amazing faces in the chat. You all are awesome. I think you should do this again. I think it was cool.
Oh, I will, and I still will go live. This is just a little extension of Patdees and wanting to experiment, and we'll talk about things in different things in the future. And again, there'll be times I talk about politics, but I don't want to do it in a way that starts arguments or fights. Just open chat and kind of talk about what's going on and a little bit of mixed news and things like that. There's a lot of, I just bought like 5 or 6 different books. I love to read. I'm gonna be trying to read probably 1 new book a month starting soon, just because I want to keep the mind fresh and be open about a lot of things. So, but thank you everybody. If you guys are watching this on the replay and our cameras are not broke, everything is fine.
Hey, you want me to sing us out?
Yeah,
Like
what are you gonna sing? What are you gonna sing?
I'm gonna sing us out.
Like another one, like
I used to.
Okay, go ahead.
Ready?
Okay.
Good night, sweet YouTube. It's time to go. Good night, sweet YouTube. Hope you liked the show. We hate to leave you, but really must say good night, sweet YouTube. Good night.